Hey guys, welcome back to Mother's Barbecue. On this video, we're gonna take in one of my favorite dishes, shepherd's pie. We're gonna put a little barbecue twist on it. So let's get going. So in usual shepherd's pie, you got ground lamb. What I got here is some lamb shanks that we're gonna smoke them, pull them. We're gonna use that as our protein in our shepherd's pie. So again, I got some really nice, pretty lamb shanks. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to be using some Killer Hogs all-purpose rub, really good rub. Give this a nice seasoning. All right, we're going to let these hang out. I'm going to be firing up the Weber kettle. I'm going to be using little applewood wood chunks in there. That's what I have on hand right now. So we're going to use them, give a real nice light, fruity smoke to them. And as soon as our kettle comes up to about 250, 275, we'll get these bad boys on. All right, so our Weber kettle is just about 250 degrees. It's about 225 right now. Using the slow and sear again with some apple wood. Good, get our shanks on. And we're just gonna cruise these until we hit about 195, 200 on those shanks. Not sure how long it's going to take. It's about 11 a.m. right now, so we will find out together. All right, so we are at the 4.5-hour mark. These are probing really nice and tender. Temp on these about 197, 198 is our probing. I'm going to go ahead and pull these and get them in a cooler, and we're going to let them sit for about an hour. So here are our lamb shanks after 4.5 hours on the Weber. Wrapped them in tin foil. You know, I didn't show this part, but it got to a nice color, so I went ahead and wrapped them with a little bit of butter in there just to keep them moist, to help along the cooking process. Got to about 197, 198. Pulled them, wrapped them in a towel, stuck them in the cooler, let them sit for an hour. So at this point, we are just gonna break these apart. All right, so I ended up taking all the meat off the bone, and I started pulling it apart, and I started thinking, you know, even pulled, it would be, you know, a little bit too, too big. So what I'm gonna do, or what I am doing, is using my cleaver here, and we're just chopping this up. I think it's a little bit easier. It's gonna make a better texture. Because traditionally, you know, shepherd's pie is ground beef. So this will sort of mimic it with the awesome grill smoke wood flavor. All right, that's it. Let's start getting the rest of this done. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna finish this off on the stove top here. I got my Dutch oven here on some medium-low heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Got some chopped onions. We'll get this sauteed up. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Onions are starting to sweat. I'm gonna add some garlic, some fresh chopped rosemary, some paprika, a little bit of salt, not too much. Some fresh ground black pepper. All right, let's go ahead and add some of our lamb. Make sure we get all those juices in there too. And it smells incredible in here. The lamb is just, that aroma is just so intense. It smells incredible. To this, I'm going to go ahead and add a little ketchup. Get that mixed in. Ketchup's going to add a little bit of sweetness. We're going to add some flour. This will help thicken up our shepherd's pie. Cook this out. Get the flour cooked out. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Flour should be cooked out. Now this part's optional, but I always do it. It's shepherd's pie, it's Irish. I'm gonna add a little Guinness. Not a whole lot, you know, just a little bit for that flavor. And then I'm gonna add some beef stock. You can use water, you can use lamb stock. I like beef. And all we're gonna do at this point is just let this reduce and get nice and thick. All right, so our lamb is getting nice and thick. I went ahead and turned the heat off on the stove. And then I'm gonna add about, now this is about 12 ounces, but a bag of frozen peas and carrots. Get that mixed in. That's it. We're ready to start putting this together. The other ingredient I made, I went ahead and made it ahead because everybody pretty much knows how to make this, is mashed potatoes. I did it with some Irish cheddar and some Yukon Golds, and got that all whipped up already. So we will start putting this together. All right, so we're gonna be putting these together. Usually what I would do with this is get a casserole dish, spread this mixture on there, top it with potatoes, bake it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make individual serving sizes. Thought this would be kind of neat. It also, in my opinion, with shepherd's pie, when you get it fresh out of the oven, you gotta let it rest to set up so you can start slicing it. It doesn't all just fall apart. So I thought this would be kind of nice to use. So get a nice big scoop of, or even 2 scoops of the meat mixture. We'll get our mashed potatoes. Again, these are just Yukon Golds with some Irish cheddar. I'll have the ingredients down below, but nothing fancy, nice and simple. Just put a dollop in the middle, and then I'm going to use the fork to sort of just spread this out. And that's it, nice and simple. I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to a tray. I got my oven preheated to 375. I'll bang out a few more of these, and we'll be eating some shepherd's pie. So here we go, our smoked lamb shank shepherd's pie. These have been resting for a good 30 minutes, so hopefully they're not hot as lava. We can take a bite of it. So let's go ahead and taste one of these. These things smell incredible. Got a nice golden brown on that potato. Let's take a bite of this. That's insane. That is so flavorful. You get that grill smokiness from that meat. The potatoes are nice and, you know, just cheesy and just goodness. That's incredible. You guys have got to give this style a try. Not your usual shepherd's pie. Remember guys, hit that thumbs up. I will see you on the next run. Thanks for watching.